it's your favorite friend and fiend, Kenneth Ramon, back here again. It is super hot right now, guys, to be doing videos in the Cruiser Bruiser. Let me know how hot it is in your hometown. Over here is like 110. Alrighty, guys, well, I just got out of seeing the new Superman movie, Superman 2025. And I have a lot to say. I didn't really know what to expect going in because we don't really get a lot of Superman movies, do we, guys? We get a lot of Batman, we get a lot of Joker, and kind of like that Batman world, but we never really see a lot from our good friend Superman. So it was really cool to get this movie. Like I said, I didn't know what it was going to be all about, so I went with a matinee price because I didn't know if I was going to like it or not. But I definitely wasn't going to go, like, first day it comes out, I didn't think it was going to be that great of a movie. Then I start hearing all these reviews. Critics are raving. This is like an 80 or 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I definitely was curious on what this whole movie was about. So to kind of get into like the key plot points here, you guys, we got Superman who's sent to protect the people of Metropolis and, provide, better life for the civilians and, protect them for the greater good. And then on the opposite side, you have the supervillain, Lex Luthor, who wants to kind of destroy Superman's character and kind of like unknowingly to the people of Metropolis, he has a lot of like evil like behind the scenes and he kind of wants to rule the town. And of course, you also have Clark Kent, who is Superman's alter ego, the average civilian journalist who's out to like make Superman look really, really good to the public eye, as well as Lois, who's dating Superman during this movie, like they've been together for just a few months. And so, you got a little bit about them and you got a little bit about the backstory of Superman. But I will say right off the bat, guys, this is kind of like The Flash. When I went to go see The Flash, instantly this movie is action-packed. Alright, there's a lot going on, it's fast-paced, and it's everything I could ask for. I don't want like a boring Superman movie. These movies are as long as it gets these days, guys. Going on to 3 hours long. Like I had reviewed Jurassic World and what I thought about that just dragging. And that's the absolute opposite we got here with Superman. Not to knock on Jurassic World. I absolutely love the movie. I gave it an 8 out of 10, just because I thought it was beautiful, and all that. But for like a summertime blockbuster, I wanted something a little bit more action-packed, Something where like I was, hanging from the edge of my seat. Something that gave my popcorn bucket experience, made it worth the money, So, and I absolutely got that with Superman. As you guys can tell, I'm a sucker for great cinematography and beautiful scenery. That is no exception here with Superman. I love the ambiance of like Superman's home, with all the icicles and whatnot. I thought that was really cool. And even like the buildings when they come crashing down, I thought that was great. I guess I should mention the use of CGI. I thought the CGI was spectacular. There's a dog in this movie, which I thought was really cool. I highly doubt it's a real dog, but I feel like, they may have gotten like a real dog for like certain scenes and then added some CGI to certain parts, and I felt like they handled it very well. If I were to say like there's any issue with this movie is there's a lot of characters, but not a lot of screen time for the characters. Like, each character in this movie has great purpose. They throw in, the Justice Gang in here. And super funny. Like, they're super funny and likable characters. But I feel like maybe they're just there to serve the purpose of adding comic relief to the movie. Likewise, they bring in Clark Kent's, stepmother and father in the picture here in Smallville. But I also felt like that was added just to add a little bit of like dramatic scenes for the movie to make you tear up a little bit. But it's only there for so long, and then they move on to the next scene with other characters that are just as enjoyable. Like, that's one thing I will say here, guys. Whoever portrayed, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have an issue remembering all the actors' names because there's a lot of fresh faces in here. But the actor who portrayed Superman, excellent job. Actor who portrayed Lois, excellent job. I remember one name, Nicholas Hoult. He played Lex Luthor. And this is one of his best. This is one of his best works. And as far as Lex Luthor in general, definitely far out, a lot better than Jesse Eisenberg. But he does an outstanding job here as Lex Luthor, as like an evil, villainous character. I absolutely loved him here. And yeah, the people who played the Justice Gang, Green Lantern, I could kind of care less for, but who I really wanted to see more screen time with was Hawk Girl. I thought she was really, really fun in this movie. There's also a bit of profanity in this movie, which kind of took me off guard. I love it, okay? This is a James Gunn movie, right? This is the guy who gave us that R-rated Suicide Squad that I love so much. But it took me off guard, hearing a lot of S-bombs in this movie. And then coming from Lois, too, where she's like, get your shit together, Clark. I thought that was actually really funny. But I don't know if, like, parents are going to, have a problem with that, taking their kids to. But, for me, I enjoyed it. Would have loved a lot more of Hawk Girl in here because she was so funny. Yeah, and Green Lantern, like I said, I mean, he was in this movie. He does serve a purpose. Every character in this movie serves a purpose. I just wish they had more screen time. And Mr. Terrific, amazing. I thought he was excellent in what he brought to this movie. That's what I will say. Like, these characters don't have nearly enough screen time, but it does serve the story purpose. It doesn't take away from it. It's not like they're just there just to please the audience. They're there with a mission, and they achieve that mission successfully. There's also quite a bit of like dark imagery and a little bit of violence in this movie too. Like when Lex Luthor like shoots somebody, like he holds this guy hostage and then blows his brains out, like literally. I mean, I think this is a PG-13 movie, so like there's only so much they can show. But even for a PG-13 movie, I felt like it was pretty graphic, how it just all played out, So again, I don't know how parents are going to feel about this movie, but for a James Gunn movie, it did not disappoint. I mean, I think it's super badass that he's like one of the CEOs of DC, and we kind of get all this like fun and like dark and gory type movies with like, Suicide Squad, as I mentioned before. But for me, it didn't disappoint. Again, I love it, but I don't know how parents are going to feel about all that. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to go like super into spoiler territory, but I will say I had a great time in this movie, just as I thought I would after seeing all the reviews. I kind of wish I saw it opening night, to be honest, And it says a lot when Kevin Smith, the legendary Kevin Smith, gives this movie a great review. Okay? The man was set to write Superman Returns. So that says a lot if he really enjoyed this movie. And I really enjoyed this movie, guys. I'm just going to give it a 10 out of 10. Go watch it. I really did enjoy it. Decide for yourself what you think about it. But that's my thoughts, I felt like a kid again, enjoying Superman just like I did watching the Christopher Reeves one. You can't compare to the Christopher Reeves one, obviously, no one can. But I still had equal of a great time. So that's what I will say, guys. And I want to give a big shout out to my good friend, Robbie, aka Fido Arts on YouTube, for getting me this awesome Superman cup. Take a look, guys. It kind of looks just like, the icicles from the movie. And, yeah, it's got the logo right there and, a Superman action figure attached. Very, very cool. Yeah, so this is my popcorn bucket. I think Rob got the last one because this was all that they could get for me. But, yeah, that's really cool, Rob. It has the cartoon in there, too.
Yeah, it does.
I hear the dog's really cool in this movie, so I'm really excited. It's definitely worth checking out. It's definitely worth buying when it comes out, too. And let me know what you guys think in this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Did you see Superman? What did you think? Let me know in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Anyways, you guys, that is my review. Thank you again so much for watching. Kenneth Ramon, signing off.